In this video, we're going to focus on how to measure the text width in the canvas. And this is very important for many applications. So for example, we have this here. We had all of this from the previous video. However, you can see here we were just estimating how many pixels it would be, or not even estimating, it was basically a guess. So it was our best guesstimate, I guess, to say it like that. However, you can see here what is happening is we have all of these numbers here. And you can imagine this is just not the way to do it. How can we measure the amount of pixels of this so that if ever something else would be besides it, would be done automatically with a code? Well, luckily for us, we have a specific command where we can play around with this. So what we're going to do is, for example, this top here. You can see here the top. I want this text to be next here besides the alphabetic. So how do we do that? Well, what we can do here is use a specific command. So let me show you exactly the command I'm talking about. We're going to say a ctx dot, and then you say here measure text, and then this measure text will indicate what would be the text. In this case, the text would be alphabetic, so I'm going to put in here alphabetic, and then if I do this, I'm going to say console.log, and let's say here constant text width equals this. So I'm going to copy this, put it in there, save that, refresh, open up the developer tab, and then what happens, we're going to get all the text metrics here. This is very important. You can find here a lot of items here, although you don't have to really focus on these. These are probably not really necessary for us, but what is essential for us right now is the width here, specifically this one here, indicating that the amount of pixels from left to right would be exactly 98.91 plus plus. So now what I want to do is I want to extract that. So to do that, I'm going to say here dot, and I'm going to say just a dot width, save that, refresh again. There we are. So we get this exact number now. So let's start to copy this here, this text width, and just put it in here for now. If I save this, then I refresh, you can see here now we get this nicely besides the other. Let's refresh this. There we are. Nicely besides the other. So of course, if you want to have the next one, we should have basically a dynamic structure for that completely. But for now, I'll just focus on the most important one and just put them all nicely together. To do that, we're going to use this again. Put that in there, and then we say dot width. Save that. Refresh. There we are. If you would like to have a space between here, or we can just easily add up a space here. Save that, and there we are. And then of course, what I will do is now let's copy this and extend them step by step. So for here, it's not 175 anymore. It is alphabetic top space. Save that. Refresh. Alright, so now we have the hanging next to it. And of course here, we're going to say here, top space hanging space. Save. And there we are. We have the middle now. And then we have the next one here. We're going to do exactly the same, except now it is just all of this text plus the middle. Say middle and space, save that, refresh. Alright, and then once we did that, I'll just copy this one and do it for the final item here, dot width. And then I will say here, what I would be, let's say that it's not the bottom, it's the ideographic. So I'm going to put an ideographic in here, save that, and there we are. Did I forget the space? Yes, let's put a space there. There we are. Alright, so basically with this, we have now the text here. Of course, this is just a very basic case, but imagine you want a shape in here together with the text, and you want to make sure that the text is properly with padding left and right, top and bottom. You have enough space so that the text will be nicely covered like a button. So that will be in the next video. We're going to focus on that.